Okay. Pump action here. Morning, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Doing different times. See if I can get different people on than normal. This target has not been wet in a while. Super dry. Super hard, super cold. Still pretty cold here in Canada. We're right about, I'd say 0 degrees. I don't know what that is, 26 Fahrenheit, 27 Fahrenheit. But what we're gonna do here is open up my prize from the Berzerker contest, competition online. It's held on Facebook through, I think the channel's called the Berzerkers Are Coming. There's a couple channels there. See how your name's blue? Because you're the moderator now, eh? Thanks, man. Appreciate that. It's good to see you here, man. Yeah, today's just gonna be unboxing my prize. I don't know what's in it. I think I know just the knife that I'm gonna get, and it's from BIMO, BIMO knives, so it's artwork. I don't even think I'm gonna throw it. A lot of the my winnings, I consider them like trophies, so I don't want to open them. I mean, I don't want to throw them. I kind of just keep them, especially BIMO's knives. They're such artwork that I don't want to miss and hit something that I just regret. So I'm going to be doing a lot more lives at different times throughout the week, randomly. I'm going to try to keep my time on Friday and maybe do one on Saturday in the morning. Kind of like a wake up, morning live, knife throwing, have a coffee, kind of a chill time. And some of the ideas I have coming, I'm going to be doing a live review, full review of the 8.5 inches of danger. So I've thrown this knife, and I'm going to kind of give you my pros and cons about this knife. You can see one of the knives I really like to throw, the difference of size, and just a little tidbit of where I'm going with that. Good knife though, solid knife. But yeah, we're gonna open this box here. Thank you, welcome to the channel again. Hit the subscribe button, trying to get up there. We'll have a couple updates of how I'm gonna take this channel and where I'm gonna go with it.
15.
David, how's it going? I'm on break, I just got back from deployment, so I'm taking post-deployment leave. If anything, man, I got a job, I work real hard. So this time off I get is well deserved and well needed. Trust me. I've been out in the ocean, away from my family for a while. So yeah. You probably don't know what I'm actually doing or anything like that. I'm just a fish. That's awesome. Good morning. Good morning to you too, man. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be doing different times. See if that helps. Get more people, different people on, and see where that takes me. And I hope that it helps. Everything's going to be every type of change I'm making is just to try to help progress my channel and just get more content out to you and more people in the world engaged. So I won first place on a competition online. The Berzerkers Are Coming is a new contest, a new competition, and they're going to run a lot of competitions live. So if you want to compete, get onto Facebook and join the group. The Berzerkers are coming. I'll throw all that information in the description after I'm done this video, so you can get all the links to where you got to go and you can participate. You get money, and American money, so it's probably more valuable than most countries out there. So you're getting money, you're getting a bunch of prizes. We're gonna see exactly what I got. This is the first competition that was done, and it was who can pin the most cans in 7 minutes. I got 10 cans in 7 minutes, which was a record. So I'm pretty proud about that. You know, we're all pinning cans out there, but to do it live, and then, you know, to crush a number like 10 was a big, awesome achievement for me. So this prize here is from that competition. So why don't we just get right into it and open it up. I got my comments here, my moderators behind me. So if you want any questions throughout this, feel free to ask questions. And I'm just gonna ramble on because I love talking about knives and talking about what's gonna be going on. I got my modified Top Dog here. This is like a knife I made with a live edge just on the tip. So it's super sharp, and it's an awesome EDC because having this pointy, sharp, live edge tip, it penetrates anything. It is deadly. So I haven't even done anything here. Let's just get right into this opening. Pretty excited to see what I got because I left on deployment over almost 3 months ago, and this arrived within a week of me leaving. So I knew it was here and waiting for me when I got back. So it's long awaited. There's going to be a lot more of these competitions. Shout out to the guy who kind of runs this. There's a few people, but shout out to Walden and his crew that are getting all these sponsors to give away stuff. They're not cheap, and it's not easy to do, but they're doing it for the community to get more stuff going on, which is really cool for those that can't get to any competitions. You know, whatever country you're in, whatever's going on, you can't get to where you want to go. All right, we got a couple things here. Right away, I know what this is. This is going to be for last. Yeah, Walden's the man. He's an awesome guy. Oh, right away. Oh, I wanted one. Oh, that is so awesome. Awesome. So this is like a medal, right? You put it on, and he has on it. It looks like the Berzerkers or Go Berzerker, and it says Berzerker Game Number 1, the Beat the Beast, or Best of the Beast, Round 1. Joshua Nathaniel Tortorici, Grand Prize winner. 10 12-ounce cans in 7 minutes. And then on the back, something he's known for, he's got Nicolas Cage engraved on it, and it says, Coolest Weatherman, with one of my logos he engraved on it. I don't know if you can see that well. I'll look here, kind of bring that a little closer. That's so cool. Oh, that's awesome. It has the date that I won. Number 1 grand prize. Oh, when I was young, I had a lot of trophies, and my mom threw away every trophy I had. So I to get something like that, if that's all I got, I'd be so happy. And oh man, that's so awesome. That's going down in history. Right there, that's gonna go right by the bed. Wow, check that out. Yeah, all this stuff is new. I'm from Canada. I'm in Nova Scotia, so I'm East Coast. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, already off to a wicked start. You got to see that when you're done. That's metal. It looks like it's copper or something. Really cool. Yeah, metal type of copper. Oh man, this guy. Oh, what? Wow, I don't know what exactly this is. If it's a blade only. I'm gonna have to ask him exactly what this is.
Maybe it's a box opener or something.
Box opener? Could be a box opener. Made in the USA. Pacific Handy Cutter. So yeah, I think it's a cutter. We'll have to see how I use this. Wow, that's really cool. So it's got his information on the front, a website you can go to and check out what's going on there. Hard with the lighting, I know. That's okay. Yeah, I'll take some pictures of all this stuff and I'll post it online.
How's that? Look better?
Let me see. My wife's hand's coming out here. Yeah, that is better. There we go. blackmetalaxe.com. Sure, you can check out a lot of his stuff there. That's really cool. There's a lot of funny stuff in here. So this is actually pretty awesome.
Here, let me see your medal one more
Thank
time.
you.
Let me show him that one part. Because you couldn't see your coolest weatherman.
Thank you, Walden, for everything, man. Appreciate that.
How does that look on your end?
Mm-hmm.
I can see your logo really
It
good.
looks awesome. Obviously, that's laser engraved, so it's sharp. It's really nice.
Very cool.
Hamilton, Ontario. Yeah, that's the wife giving you the answer. That's where we're both from, but we're posted here, military base. Thank you, guys. A lot of new people kind of popping on, so it's already working, and it's good to see. I'm going to be doing a lot of lives at this type of time, too. So the things I do on my channel, for the most part, they don't get done on any other lives. I do a lot of cool stuff live. I threw 1,000 times in a row, and then after I threw 1,000 times in a row, I pinned a hockey puck. I threw a knife through the hockey puck. I do things like that. Pinning cans for science.
Oh, man. That guy.
Knives. Knives.
Is that Nicolas Cage's face?
I think that's Nicolas Cage's face, photoshopped on that guy you see on the History Channel
Yeah.
that talks about aliens, and then flip it around, Black Metal Axe on the back. Wow, that's awesome.
You guys see that?
Midland, Ontario, Canada. Oh, you're a Canadian boy too. Good
Yeah.
to see, man.
Right from Ontario.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
We got
really
that.
cool.
Wow, that's really nice. That's sharp. That probably is gonna fit perfectly. Oh, it's a large. That's my type. All right, let's get that on. I got my shirt from my deployment, representing the states. All right. I got the law enforcements that I was working with. Hold on here. Should have stayed on that. Should have just stayed on with that. All right. All right. It's cold, but what's cold for a Canadian?
Knives.
Nice and fit, nice and tight, the way I like it. All right, good. We're on. All right, next. Wow, what's this? Potentially another knife. We'll save that for second last. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but we got some mustard. We got some mustard. No MSG. We got some mustard. I'll have to ask him exactly what's up with the mustard. Looks like that's from a different country type of mustard.
There must be something with mustard.
Maybe Nicolas Cage likes his mustard. Awesome. Got some packs of mustard.
Is it spicy mustard?
I don't know. It looks like it's water, mustard, vinegar, starch, salt, turmeric, just normal mustard. We got a card for Walden, probably his name. Oh, I like that. Adidas. Like Adidas, but Adidas. That's a cool sticker. I do collect a lot of stickers. All right, man. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Get your work day done. Adidas. I like it. I like it a lot. We got another sticker here. The BMTAC, something like that, it says. So that's his, like, I guess a logo in his logo for him. BMATC, yeah. That's pretty cool. Like my stickers. Sorry if I got a few of these I don't know. I know this is Walden's symbol of throwing axes. I think it's this way because he likes going upside down, and he's one of those guys in the world that can go upside down on his hand and throw a knife and an axe. So that's a little implement you can kind of pin.
That's cool.
And he's got another one. So these look like they're laser engraved. I want to pin these, but at the same time, I don't want to ruin them and break them. We got another Kind of like you throw a ring, you can throw these. A lot of people have been using this type of style to catch lately. So that's really cool. A lot of goodies. I know he was saying there's a lot of goodies. We got a beer cap. Maybe this is for the next competition. How many caps can you hit in 7 minutes? Maybe something like that. We got a pin, smiley face. I would like to pin that face. And then we got, oh, cool. He's got his own coins. That's really cool because I collect these
Josh
coins
is a
in
coin
the military.
collector.
I got a bunch of these coins in the military. You get given these like for accommodations and things. You trade coins with other countries. So I got coins from all over. You get rewards, and they give you your reward in a coin. So that's really cool.
You'll have to put that in your.
Oh yeah, that's
folder.
going. That's
Send him
going
a
right
picture.
up there. That's really cool. All right, so that's that. That's already like wow for me. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Now we're getting into the goodies, the best of the best. Even to have this T-shirt,
Knives.
knives, knives, and it's really sick on the back. Like
Yeah.
oh, and green, my favorite color. That's really cool. All right, let's see what we got in here. We got 4 people. You know, it's normal to want to watch.
We were at 20.
A butter knife. A butter knife, but it's got an engraving on it. Black metal axe on it. That's really cool. That's,
Can you
that's
guys
pretty
can you see
sharp.
that okay, Josh?
Huh?
Can you see that okay?
Yeah, you're getting a good angle on that. So I got 2 of those with the engraving. That's really cool
Fancy butter
too.
knife.
I got 2 of those. That's sick. God, that's sick. Knives, man. No, even if it's a butter knife, it's cool in my books. It's when you start getting to the darts. For the grand prize, right here.
Are those heavy? No, they're not heavy.
So I'll have to talk to him because I know there was $7 American in the prize there. I'll have to see if that's even a thing. I think I'm happy with just this stuff though, I'll tell you the truth. Alright, here we go. This is, I know I can just pull it out, so I'll do that. Wow. Wow. I wanted this knife and I was like weeks looking into it. I was going to buy it. And then this competition came out and the first place prize was this knife. And I won. So I didn't have to buy it. Oh wow, that's so sharp. This name is the Dragon Claw. So it's got dragon scales for the handle, and it looks like a claw from a dragon. And I mean, that looks deadly. Oh, it looks so nice to throw.
Alien says nothing wrong with butter knives. I throw them a lot.
Yeah, butter knives are good. You can modify them too and make them really pointy. That's a really nice
So you guys
knife.
can see the scales that
Wow.
go into the claw.
Yeah, good angle on that. So that's a knife made by BIMO Knives in Indonesia. The guy hand makes his knives with just an angle grinder. All that's done with just an angle grinder. I have a few of his knives over there, and the work he does is amazing. Like I said, the type of knife that it is, it's going to be hard to throw. I'll probably throw it just to throw it because I wanted to throw that knife. It looked awesome. Just the, even though it's like artwork, it's a good style knife to throw no spin. That's a really nice, probably well balanced knife.
Alien says he wants the wasp.
Yeah, the wasp is like pretty similar to this. But wow, just a little bit of different lines, angles, things like that. That's a really nice knife. Yeah, maybe we'll have to throw this outside today. That's really, really nice.
That's beautiful.
That's first place right there. I gotta get this on a necklace and just get this like a picture. Photoshop.
Nice.
That's awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed that unboxing. We'll throw a couple times. Like I said, we're gonna go over a few of the ideas I have for my channel. One of them is some giveaways. I'm thinking about, instead of giving away $100 towards Nobody Knife Works, my sponsor, I might do less. but every time I do a live, I'll be able to give away, 25 bucks, 25% off, something like that. So let me know what you think about that. Give more opportunities to give away. And that way, every live I do once a week, I'll be able to give away something. I think giveaways are awesome. And when you can only do one a month, it's kind of slow. Other communities, they do giveaways, and their stuff they're giving away isn't as expensive as some knives, right? But if I can work it out to give away 25 bucks every live to a lucky subscriber, then I think I'm going to go that route. If not, I'm going to wait, and then until I can get to 1,000 subscribers. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll ask the boss to give away a set of knives to somebody. So instead of you getting $100 towards a set, I'm just going to be able to, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, give away a set of knives, but there's going to be no giveaways up until the 1,000 subscribers. I'm really trying to grow the channel and kind of start new with this. So those are some of the ideas for the giveaways that I have. But when it comes to my lives and the material I'm going to be giving, I'm always welcome for ideas. If you want to shoot me some ideas, things you want to see, I'll dedicate a whole live to that. But I'm not just about helping you and giving away, training, free training online. That's done by a lot of throwers out there. Not that I won't help you out if you have some questions and you want to learn. But we make videos and tutorials that go through every detail, and they're on our channel, my channel, other channels. So you can check those out, and you'll always get your tutorials that way. But if you have anything specific you want to see or a question you have and you want to hear it to you specifically, then that's what our lives are for. But for the most part, I like doing stuff that's going to keep you captivated the whole time. So trick shots throughout the entire live. I want to do tests. I want to do things you've never seen before on lives. And that's kind of the idea I'm going to do, like explosions nonstop with knives. Doing different trick shots, how many I can do, throwing blindly, doing a whole bunch of different things on all my lives, and just doing it the whole time, so that we're not just watching somebody going back and forth, back and forth. We can have some action. We can have some good stuff going on all the time.
Alien says he has an idea for you to go and get some really crappy appliances and throw at those. It's fun.
Yeah, I could do that. I definitely have some power I can give and break some stuff. I know I did some lives where I was busting up pots and pans and stuff like that. I did win the competition too for Ace Jet, the most destructive video you can make, and I blew up a birdhouse. I had fireworks inside the birdhouse, and when I threw my knife inside the hole where the birds get into, it ignited the entire bomb I had inside, and just blew it up and put it into flames, and I won that competition. So I love doing things that are destructive. So I'll be able to get outside into my outdoor range, and we'll be able to do some penetration tests. I'm looking at getting some ballistic dummies, and we'll get some appliances. I probably have some I can already blow up and break, and we'll do some of those things for sure. But my head's always running, and I'm always thinking of new ideas, so it will be fun. Definitely got some fun things coming, and not to bore you out with the same thing all the time. So hopefully we can get some new stuff. So one of the things when I was on deployment I wanted to talk about was a knife I used because I was in some areas where I was wet, by the beach, in the ocean. I was sweating a lot because the temperature was crazy hot. This knife here is a concept knife made by Shoegaard's Custom Knives in Canada, Ontario. And he's wrapped around the handle here a leather strap. And it gives me an incredible grip. I mean, the design is pretty similar to other knives, but just this little change for my type of grip gave me like such an edge. Like I had no, nothing was holding me back from throwing when I was wet because of this. So this type of knife here, I'm looking at probably going to get a couple more. I'm going to talk to him. And I really like this concept he made. It's comfortable. It doesn't loosen up over time. It stays nice and tight. Leather is pretty durable, so it can take a beating. It's not in the way, like I said. It's nice and flat. He's kind of, whatever you call that, he's buckled it in with some buttons here. So that's really flat. You can't really feel anything. Like it's just like a normal knife, but you have a little bit more grip. So it's cool for fast draw. You got that little bit of grip to pull it out. It's not too thick where it gets too bulky in your hand, and it throws just amazing. Like this style of knife too, I really like it. But I'm sure you can put this buckle, this type of leather strap on any knife, and apply this type of technique to your knife, which I think is awesome. But I was throwing in the water, I was throwing, and this thing was just, I never missed with it. Right in front of everybody, nerves were going, but I still performed. This knife just really, those little finer things on knives matter. When someone says the size doesn't matter, it does. Someone's like, I can throw any knife. Yeah, but you're going to be able to throw certain knives a lot better than other knives. So when it comes to having a knife for competition or a knife for when you're on like EDC type of knife, everyday carry, you want a knife that you can control. You can throw naturally. You don't have to adjust anything. It's the way you want to throw. Other knives, I have to adjust to throw them. Yeah, I can throw this thing really well, and I have to make adjustments. Though I have to modify the way I throw, and I don't necessarily like to do that. I want to throw a knife that I can naturally just pick up and throw anytime. And not have a worry, not even think about it, right? Some knives, their balance points, the length matters. So where I push the knife, when I want to jam this into my hand, I don't want to loosen grip. I don't want to have to pinch it up top to get my finger where I want it to go. I want to jam it into my hand, nice and firm, nice and tight. Like you're not going to be able to pull this knife out. I hold a firm grip on my knife, and when I push the knife, I don't want my finger too high up or too far back. I want it right in the center point, right in the balance point. So when I push, I don't alter the spin. I push, and it honestly controls the spin. So when I give that push and it slides out my hand, nothing's affected. My no spin technique is going to be achieved. So that's a big important factor when I look at the knife I have. I need to have a long enough knife so that my finger rests near the balance point. And then I can get the most power. Then I can throw at further distances and maintain my power, because you're going to lose power as you move back. But you can definitely go far. Like I can throw 8, 9, 10 meters really hard if I have the right knife. So don't let somebody tell you the knife doesn't matter. You don't need to know about the weight, the length, the thickness. All these things do matter in the end. And they're finer differences. They're not huge. But 1 inch, an 8-inch knife to a 9-inch knife, big difference for me because of that balance point. The length is going to matter for where that balance point is. Those who have bigger hands, you're going to have a bigger knife. Those who have smaller hands can work with smaller knives. I like heavier knives. Heavier knives are always going to be better. 8 millimeter thick knives, over 200 grams minimum. Like nothing under 200 grams I like throwing. I like close to 300 gram knives. I'm going to be able to throw them the hardest I can. They're going to be impacting the most, penetrating the most. You're not going to be able to get through a hockey puck with a light knife. So someone that says that's not a difference, it is. That's why bullets are different. That's why you got 50 caliber bullets. You got 5.56 millimeter bullets. Like they're going to matter. The caliber of the bullet is going to hit harder. It's going to make a bigger hole. It's going to be able to penetrate armor. That's why there's armor piercing bullets. The different types of knives are also the same. The more aggressive tip is going to penetrate more. If you have no restrictions on your knife near the tip, it's going to hold your knife back. If you have no restrictions, the knife's going to be able to penetrate as much as it can without anything holding it back. The only thing holding it back is you and the amount of power you give it. So I think a push technique, a lot of people call pull and push and they argue about it, but generally push technique for me is probably the most powerful way I can throw a knife. So I generally work on a push technique. And that's what I'm talking. When I push, I'm pushing the knife with my hand, and the last thing to push is my index finger. And I want it right in that balance point. So I don't push on the top and it goes down. I don't push on the bottom and it goes back. I want to push in the center point and it continually goes straight. Those little things that you can add into your knife are going to add power. So if you just look to slide it out your hand like more of the BMO style throwing, you're only going to be able to get so much power because it's not pushing too much. It's more of a pull technique. And that goes for all the other styles too. You want to be able to incorporate everything you can possibly put if you're looking to put the most power, speed, and then the accuracy will follow. I don't have to sacrifice accuracy with power. I get more accurate with power because I'm consistent with it. That's the way I train. So that's what you want. You want power, you want accuracy, you want speed. Don't worry about losing that if you're trying to throw a certain way. Just put everything you can into it. Look at all the finer details and make your adjustments. If you can't do something, that doesn't mean you're not going to be able to do it, right? So just work at it, train. That's how you get somewhere. Everyone's like that. So yeah, this knife I wanted to talk about because I'm loving this knife. The tip is so aggressive too. Helps when you have hard targets like mine. And that grip there is just, it goes a long ways. Like I can't really use another knife certain ways when like I can with this. Like this knife is going to be able to do things when the weather isn't cooperating. When you have an EDC knife, you don't want something to mess with you. If you need to pull it out and you're wet, you know, it almost like you're throwing your weapon away if you're using it in a way you don't train. So if this knife got wet, you know, it'd be all slippery and I wouldn't be able to do what I want with it. But this knife I still can. And that's what I'm trying to say here. This knife is it's hitting a lot of areas that I would want in an EDC knife and a competition knife. Because I don't want to be really hot in a competition, sweating, and then I can't perform. A knife like this, no matter what's going on, I'm going to probably be able to be consistent with it, and that's what I'm looking for in competition. So yeah, I'm not gonna miss too much with this knife. So I think I need 3 more of these bad boys, or I'm going to talk to the boss at Nobody's Knife Works and see if he can figure something out like this, similar. Who wants to pin a can? Why not we just pin a can, babe? Okay. All right, Alien, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you. Let me look here at your comments. Nothing wrong with butter knives. Yes, buddy, you got to throw at least one time. We've been throwing. We'll even do some trick shots.
That was for your new knife.
Okay, yeah, I know. The new knife, I'm going to have to do that once. I can almost do it now, and I know I won't miss. But, oh, boy.
I know, it's so hard.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a nice aggressive tip. Like this thing's
it's pointy.
This thing's
sharp.
Pointy, sharp, and I like the angle at the bottom because that actually fits into my hand a little deeper because of the way the bottom butt end of the handle. That fits into my hand more better, the way I grip it. So it is pretty good. Wow, that's sharp. I believe that's about 10 inches long too. Yeah, it's a little bit more than that. Those little bit, it matters. That's nice. We got to throw. We got to throw live. That was for you, Alien. Yeah, 9 to 10 inches, 250 grams. Sweet spot. We all have our sweet spot, but that's generally 9 to 10 inches is like common for no spin. 250 grams for me, because the weight is different. The weight is like from 150 grams probably to beyond 300, 350. And people pick their weight. 250 sounds good to me. 250 sounds just about right. I'm a short guy. I don't like small knives. Yeah. I learned to throw with small knives and then butter knives. Yeah. You know, learning with a hard knife to throw can definitely make you better, but it can also, you know, produce bad habits too. So I generally try to advise people when they're learning to quickly get to a knife that is you know, comfortable at least for you. Not like you're trying to learn. You can throw this thing like you would normally throw. All these styles of throwing knives, I mean, it's the only thing thing in sports that I can see really, that when they throw, they're changing the way, like the way to throw. Like they make throwing seem complicated. You know, it's just like you grab something and you throw it. How do you throw? What? Grab a rock and throw it. However you throw that object, like a ball, a rock, whatever, it's not crazy science. It's like the first thing humans learn how to do is throw. Just pick something up and throw it. That's the way you really should throw a knife. You shouldn't look to all these things that people are doing. Like this one person who's a very good thrower, but he complicates it. I don't like complicating things. But he puts his arm behind his back before he throws. Like he swings his knife behind his back and then he throws. It's like, if that's helping him throw because he can't throw, that's great. But that to me seems silly. It really looks silly. You know, I like to have my knife in the ready like I would my weapon. So if I'm looking to throw, I'm just boom. I mean, this is the mode everyone wants to get into. They want to cock their arm back. However you get there, that's where you need to get. And then you throw, right? Throw. Whether it's BMO, throw. You know, this guy goes behind his back, and then he gets to that point, and then he throws. Or he goes sideways, whatever way. But all these extra movements are time consuming. They're not needed. Nobody picked up a rock and went, you know, like that seems like you're reinventing throwing, and it's not necessary at all. So that's the way I would help people. Grab anything and throw it. All right, that's how you threw. That's a general movement of throwing. That's how you should throw your knife. All this other stuff, just not needed. I think I see a lot of other people that are really good throwers that have been throwing for a long time, and they're starting to throw just like this. They're ready like this. They don't want to even cock back. They just want to start here and throw, which could be great for competition because you're going to be very consistent, but not realistic when it comes to anything outside of competition. That's where you have your sheath. You need to pull it out. So you want to train getting to that position, not starting in that position, right? All right. So yeah, that's kind of where I had a whole live that I wanted to like talk about it. I'm not trying to make fun of people throwing, but it can be very silly what I see how people throw. It's knife throwing is the only place I can see that. There's nobody playing darts and starting down here and going to get accurate or to get consistent. Like, man, as long as you're throwing knives, you're having fun and you're doing it and you're able to do it well, good at you. But I'd like to help people to be better than they think they can be. I always want to push people and help them get to somewhere they maybe thought they couldn't get to. And I think sharing our knowledge and stuff gets us there. So you can't hold back knowledge because it offends people. You can't hold back certain facts and truth because it's going to get people upset. That's on them. And they're the ones that should shut up and not talk if it's upsetting them. They should keep that to themselves and go cry in a corner. But for the rest of the people that want to learn and they want the information, they want all that information so they could use it and then develop themselves, they need that information. So nobody should shy away from talking about things. And then sometimes you need to use people as an example. That's where the knowledge is coming from, the discussion. That's how we're going to figure things out. This person does this person does that. This is what I've seen, right? So we need to talk about things more and be not so offended by it. People could use me and bring it down too. I'm totally fine about that. It might help. They might see something that I don't see. Because I'm a big thinker. I overthink like crazy. So when it came to throwing, I thought about everything I could possibly think about. And then I started to apply certain things. And I went through it all. And I'm at a point where I'm very happy with the way I throw. And I think nobody can throw harder than me in the world. I think I'm at that level of the top level you can probably get to. Not saying no one can get there. We all have power and other people can be powerful too, but I'm definitely at the top. No doubt about it. I know I can throw a knife harder than anybody I can see. So I want you all to be able to do that too. It's not it's not rocket science. We're all just throwing an object. It's just not a ball. All right, what else here? Yeah, I catch them, hear them there. Yeah, I got this problem with my left leg. I raise it up, and I'm trying to stop that. I think it's a power thing. I don't try to restrict the movement of my body when it's natural. So if your left leg is going up, like for me, it's my right leg because I throw right-handed. So when I throw, my momentum is bringing my back leg up, but I allow that to happen because it's going to help your injury. And it's just the follow through helps you get the most power, accuracy. It's important. Follow through is super important. So don't try to restrict your body from something that's naturally happening. When you add the power, your body's going to do things differently. You restrict the power, and I don't have my back leg coming up. I didn't put everything I had into it. When I put everything I have into it, my back leg is going to come up. There's momentum from the bottom of my feet to the tip of my finger, and all that energy that I'm developing, it starts at the bottom and ends at the tip. All of it's going to be doing something. Restricting it is going to put stress in areas of your body that might hurt over time. Your arm, your shoulder, your hips, your knees, things like that. So I would say if you're doing it naturally, allow that to happen. Get used to it. Work on the speed in it, the transition from one throw to the next throw. Because your body's moving, get back into that position and do another throw. And work on that speed in different movements and stuff. That's what I like doing. Concealed throwing is awesome. That's the ultimate EDC combat, right? You start concealed and you go to pull your knife out wherever it is, and you can throw fast from that position. Like within a second, you deployed your knife and let it go. You drop forward with it. See, when I throw right-handed, my foot comes up and it goes forward. That's to get momentum forward, right? So that's going to come forward. My arm comes forward too, all working in together. Balance, that all helps for balance and momentum, and gets that all that body into it. And then that throw goes and my back foot comes up. You're transitioning your energy from one end and then you're letting it go on the other end. So yeah, my legs are moving like crazy. After a good throwing session, my legs hurt. Like literally my entire body, from my legs, my butt, my hips, my stomach, my abs, my shoulder, my arm, everything hurts because of the muscle I'm using. It's like a training session. It's like weightlifting. So it's good. Don't think that's bad. You're conditioning your muscles. You're conditioning your body. You're going to get that muscle memory, and you're going to be able to do these things faster without as much pain, more fluid. You're just going to be a lot better at it the more you push and keep doing these things. But allow it to be natural. Everything should be natural. Everything should be natural in knife throwing. Throwing footballs, you're not getting 100 quarterbacks and 50 of them are throwing differently. They're all throwing a football the same way. Pitchers in baseball and outfielders and catchers, they're all throwing the ball generally similar. Basketball, when you're passing, you're throwing the basketball. They're all passing it generally the same way, using two hands, one hand. They're doing it a little differently because they're doing trick shots behind their back, surprise passes. But generally, people are throwing the same way. No one's coming up with this new way of throwing, going, yo, it's way better. This is the way people should be throwing now. They try to relate it to punching or whipping. It's like, no, throwing's throwing. Throwing isn't whipping, or it needs to be like whipping. Whipping is whipping. Punching is punching. Throwing is throwing. All right? And punching properly. Like, people aren't swinging their arm. That's not how you punch. The closest thing to that is a hook in boxing. And you're coming in with a surprise hook, right? But no one should be throwing their knife like a hook. I mean, you want your arm to be like a whip and throw like that? It's going to work. You can do it. That's awesome. But throwing shouldn't be complicated. If you want to throw a whole bunch of different ways, go for it. You're trying to throw the best way you can. It should be natural, and that's not natural. Doing all these whip things, they're not natural. So I think what I can understand certain ways of throwing is when you're older, you're not able to do certain things. Your body cannot do it anymore. So you're going to throw it in a way where it doesn't hurt you. It's relaxing. And so you can keep doing what you want to do. But that's where I look at those types of ways of throwing. When you're at your prime, when you're young, when you're able to throw and nothing's restricting you, look to do it the best you can. That's my mentality. I always try to be the best at what I can do, the best I can perform. that means I'm not the best out there. Who cares? I'm trying to be the best I can be. Why try to do something and go halfway? Why try to do something and be like, I'm happy not really moving up. I'm happy not improving. I can't be happy. I want to always be trying to look to improve. And yeah, anyways, I love rambling, eh? Yeah, baseball, like, because that's the ultimate sport for throwing. That's where they have brought all the body mechanics over all the years, and they have mastered the best way to throw. A pitcher has to throw a fastball close to 100 miles an hour. If he can't, he's not going to be in the MLB, Major League Baseball. So these people put together the mechanics in order to throw. They put their body under a lot of stress, and they have a lot of ways to recuperate, recover, to be able to do this for years and get paid millions. So throwing, when it's related to baseball, you're ultimately relating it to the best way to throw possible. Regardless if anyone wants to agree with that, that's just a fact. That baseball is the best way to throw out there. They're throwing something at the highest level. There's no other level higher than that. That pitcher throwing that ball, so that guy can't hit it. He has to throw it in a whole bunch of different ways. Not a huge amount. Change up, fastball, curve balls, sliders. He's got all these lists he can go through. He's got his best, he's got his worst. And he goes through that list of throwing, and generally it's looking all the same, right? They're all just using their entire body to get the most they can out of that pitch. And that's what I look at knife. I look at a knife going, I want to put everything I can into it so I can get the most out of that throw. Because we're not throwing chopsticks, we're not throwing butterflies, we're not throwing candy here. This shouldn't be something looked at sensitively. We're throwing a weapon, right? We're throwing a weapon. Whether in competition or not, you're throwing a weapon. What do you want to do with that weapon? You want to do something with that weapon. Let me get a can here, because
Alien says that whole whip thing is just flashy. Granted, it's easier on some muscles and joints, but that's his opinion.
I agree, 100%, man. It's better on joints and stuff, so that's why I look at it as, if I were going to do those types of throws, I understand them when you're older. When my body's not going to be able to keep up like it can right now, which I'm a healthy guy, and I don't look to, in my 60s, even be giving up too much. I want to be pushing my body in a good direction, healthy as best I can, so that I can do the way I throw for a long time. But there's a time where maybe I won't be able to. You can't predict everything when it comes to health, and you can only do the best you can with it, but it's uncontrollable sometimes. So if something happens, then maybe I'll have to throw another way because it's just better for my body. Hey, yeah, okay, like, you're the weapon, the knife is a tool, yeah. I could say I'm the one. We're one, right? We're one. We become one. So we are the weapon, right? This is absolutely a tool. I look at a tool, again, not try to complicate things, is something to get something out of. So yeah, I'm trying to get something out of this so it becomes a tool. But this to me, there's a weapon, right? That understanding of what a weapon is. A weapon is a tool, but it's a weapon. This thing's meant to do something that is going to protect people or injure people, do some damage. I'm not looking to screw a nail into a wall. I'm looking to drill a body to a wall, right? But I get what you're saying. That idea is there. I understand that idea. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying there. But this is a weapon, right? When you look at a knife, a gun, an axe, a shot cram, ninja stars, they consider those throwing weapons, right? They're throwing weapons. But yeah, we got a can. We're gonna pin it. I'm standing at my 3-meter mark in my garage where I feel comfortable. It's been how long since I pinned a can? Well, I guess since Florida. Yeah, Florida was the last time I pinned a can. And I did it in front of all these people on the street, which is really cool to be able to do it in front of people that never seen this type of thing before. And then all of a sudden they're like, what's this guy doing? And I pinned it within like 4 minutes in front of everybody. Everyone was cheering. You can check out that video. I do have that video made online. All right, here we go. Imagine right away. It's always an imagine right away type of thing.
Oh my goodness, and then you did it. Sent out the good vibes. Nice.
Yeah. Knives. Sometimes I just can't handle it. Sometimes I what? What?
Did you get in trouble for throwing in Jamaica?
Yeah, so security. I was on a resort though. I was on like a place I had to pay to get in, because Jamaica's run down. But yeah, it was security came, but they quickly were. I was just not wanting to get in trouble, so right away I stopped and was just like, I'm sorry, I'm done. But they didn't have any really problem because I think I was just cooperating right away. So I got some pictures with them, got them to hold my knives, and I did what I wanted to do, and I got back to what I was doing. But yeah, they definitely were like, "What are you doing?" And all the security came up to me. Boom. And I chased it. Like I'm always aiming for here, but when you know you can hit your moving target, is because you can throw it anywhere, right? A lot of people will do it behind the back, and so you don't know where it's going. Turn around, find it, and then they pin it.
Alien says awesome throw.
Right away, bro. Love it. We train a lot. Yeah, you're gonna take a break. You might have to like pick it up, but you train a lot. It's like I'm ready to go now. It's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
You know that saying? Like it's like riding a bike. People say that. It's like riding a bike. Knife throwing to me now is like riding a bike. If I don't ride a bike for 2 years, I can get on a bike and still ride it. So it seems like you get to a certain point in where you're at, and you can just pick up a knife and throw it. It's no problem. Oh my goodness. That was a crazy. They call those a cab ride. Is that what they call it? Yeah, cab ride.
Taxi ride.
Taxi ride. That was like probably this far from the target, and it just brought it right through. But what a kind of like coincidence, right? I'm doing an unboxing for me being first place in pinning cans in 7 minutes, and I just got 2 in a row.
No misses.
No misses. No creases. That was a good one there. Pretty happy about that. Right through the bottom. Cans will fly differently once there's holes all in them because the air will catch it and take it off balance. But just because I did 2 in a row, let's try for 3 in a row. Oh, I thought I had that one too. Ooh, that's okay. 2 in a row.
Alien's comment was to your bike ride thing. He said, no seat. He goes, it hurts at first, but you get used to it.
Good one. I hate bike riding when the seat's got to be a nice big seat. I hate that thing jamming up in there. It's not comfortable at all. Girls probably like it way more.
No.
I don't. Anyways, 2 cans, boom. Anyway, so where we're at right now, 52 minutes. Yeah, so I got the unboxing done, pinned 2 cans in a row right away. Pretty happy about that. The prizes again that I got, huge shout out to Walden and the crew. I wish I knew the names to all the other ones.
See the knife again? Show off your knife again.
I wish I knew the names to all of them. What is it? Boo Bunny. I think his name's Bo Bunny. That's another one that's kind of in charge of all this stuff. So Bo Bunny, Walden, shout out to you guys. I'm going to share this to the page on Facebook so everyone can see what they're working with. It's worth it to compete. You don't know if you're going to win, but you never know how many people are even competing on these lives. A lot of people don't like to go live. It hurts their ego. They get too worked up. A really good knife thrower out there says like when you go live, it is almost identical to throwing in a competition with people around you. Throwing live adds in all that nerves, all that anxiety, and all that stress that you don't get when you're just in your backyard with yourself. Everyone's the best alone in their backyard. But when you can do it in front of people on demand, right? That's when you're putting yourself out there and you're putting that on the line. So these types of competitions are great to test your skills and to bring you to another level. You want to get better? This is how you're going to get better. At one point, I was just like, I'm going live. I'm putting my skills on the test. I'm putting them on the line. Everyone can now see. Here I am. I'm putting it out there. If I'm going to call myself the most powerful knife thrower, it's because I can do it right now, in front of you, right here, right now, today. You know, if I need to throw a hockey puck up there and throw through it, I can do it right now, today. I've just done that. And that's kind of where I'm at. You know, if you don't want to, oh, I don't need to do it live, well, then you're not. You can't call yourself it. You got to be able to do it right now. Do it. You should be able to do it. Not like, oh, I need to work, I need to do that, I need to train. Then you're not there. You to be there, you got to do it now. So these competitions allow you to put that out there and do it. Shout out to those guys. Thank you very much. This stuff is more than I thought I was going to get. I thought I was literally just going to get this. So all this extra stuff is just like super awesome. Like, I can't get over how awesome this is, especially because it's engraved as a prize, first place. That's going to the trophy room right there. The coin to go with my coin collection. Super pumped with this type of stuff. Thank you very much.
Before you sign off, Alien says that's a beautiful knife and how he made it. Do you want to show him your lightning bolt one that he made you?
Yeah, sure. So I got anxiety palms already, medication play. I don't need that stress. Yeah, bro, you know, I was there and I changed a lot in my life to get rid of that stuff. I don't know exactly where you're at. I'm not saying I have the answers for you, but I know what will help you is narrowing down your nutrition and the sleep and, you know, getting rid of certain things in your life like alcohol, certain friends that are toxic, certain things that we can do in our life that will help. That's all I'm saying. So I want you to feel better and to get the help and whatever you need. So anything you want to email me, it's all in the description. You can email me questions and we can get more personal, not online. I am here to help you. My time is yours. And that goes for everybody. So feel free to message me. If you're feeling down and you want somebody to talk to, I'm here for you. So I will put down anything I'm doing and I'll message you back. And we'll work through it together. Sometimes that's all some people need. So I'm here for you. I'm here for whoever wants to be on this channel and in my life, in the community that we're gonna build here. I'm here for you guys. Like, we're gonna become family. We're gonna become friends. So anything you need, man. yeah. Post the videos, man. It's what I did for a long time, and then I eventually things change. So this is a knife. I have other knives from BMO, but this is another knife that BMO made. This is my design, and I gave him the picture, the dimensions, everything I wanted because of my job. And he made me that knife beyond what I honestly couldn't believe he made it so well. He even told me, he's like, thanks for challenging me, because I think that was one of the harder knives he's ever had to make. But that knife throws amazingly. The only difference I would do, and I might alter that one with my own angle grinder, is to make it a little shorter. At the time, that was within 3 months of me throwing. I would want it probably an inch smaller. So I would just take the back end and make this a little bit smaller there. I think we're at about 10.5 inches, and I would want to make this about 9.5. But like the work he does, the craftsmanship is just unbeatable. So now I have his Dragon Claw, the one I wanted. It's nice.
Gorgeous.
It's a really nice knife. I can't believe that I won it, but I was about to buy it. Super expensive when you're getting those types of quality knives because of the work and time that's being put into them.
Especially in Canada.
Anyways, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, hit the notification bell so that you can see when I'm coming live, because I'm probably going to be going live tomorrow. I'm going to be going live Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm going to be doing lives almost every day. I'm going to try to get some shorts out as well, but right now I'm just going to be focused on lives. I enjoy them. I like talking and engaging with people and doing things live so that you guys don't see edited videos with all this music drowning out and just becoming a show when it's great and it's fun to do, and I did it for a while, but right now I'm enjoying lives. And any doubters out there, they can't anymore when you're live doing it right in front of you. So anyways, thank you, Walden, Boo Bunny. Check their information out. I'll put it again in the description so you guys can see where all this is coming from and you can get involved and try to win some stuff yourself. But you're most likely going to be competing against me, so you're going to have to bring it. I'm going to be bringing it as much as I can. I'm freezing out here. I am pretty freaking cold right now, but it doesn't stop me from trying. And that's all I expect any of you guys to do. So stay classy, keep throwing. You got to love it. So let's find a way to love it. And I want you to get better. Anything you need, you let me know. So I'm signing off. You guys enjoy your day. Cheers.